Hi, welcome to my channel. My name is Faith. In our today's tutorial, we are going to learn how to crochet this neck warmer with an extension. So this is made up of two pieces or two panels, the neck part and the chest part. The stitch I've used here is called crocodile stitch, and on the top I used a half double crochet back loop only stitch. So to begin, we need yarn. I'll be using Winter King. It's a 4-ply yarn. It's a medium weight size yarn. We need also a pair of scissors. We need a measuring tape and a crochet hook, and I'll be using a 4.5mm crochet hook. So to begin, we are going to start by making the top part. And for the top part, you're going to make a chain that is 9 inches long without stretching. 9 inches without stretching. So let's start with that. So you're going to make a slip knot and make your 9 inches. With my hook and the size of the yarn, type of the yarn I'm using, I've made 40 chains. That is equal to 9 inches. So the next step, you're going to chain 2 more chains, but the chain 2 does not count as a stitch. You yarn over, and into the third chain you're going to make your half double crochet stitch. So you will make your half double crochet stitches all along, and by the end you should be having 40 half double crochet stitch. So in this work, you are not going to make any increases or decreases. So by the end, the whole of it, you should have that constant number of chains, that is 40 stitches, not chains. I'm sorry for that. So let's continue until we reach the other end. I'm going to show you now how to make our half double crochet back loop only. So for row 2, we're going to chain 2, but this chain 2 does not count as a stitch. Turn your work into the first stitch. You're going to yarn over and insert your hook in both loops. Make your first half double crochet stitch. Now into the rest, the ones in the middle, the 38 stitches in the middle, we are going to do half double crochet stitch back loop only. So this is how we do our back loop stitch. We have 2 stitches, as you can see, the one facing you and the other facing the other side. So this one here is the one we are going to use. So yarn over into the back loop, make a half double crochet stitch. Yarn over into the back loop, make a half double crochet stitch. By doing this, it gives you these ridges. So you will continue until your work measures 22, but don't stretch it a lot. 22. So this is the head circumference. So it depends with whomever you are making this neck warmer for. So if it's 20 inches, it should measure 20. It should measure 20, and if it's 22, whichever size. So you're going to take the measurements of the head circumference, and that is what you're going to make. So this piece, I'm going to make it until it's 22, until it's 22 inches long. And from there, I'll tell you what to do next. So if you haven't understood, just feel free to rewind the video, because what we are going to do is the repetition of this second row. And remember, the first and the last stitch, you're going to make half double crochet stitch in both loops, not one loop like we are doing in the middle. And by the end of your work, you should be having 40 stitches, and this is constant, 40 40 40 until the end. So let's meet when our work is 22 inches long. So remember, our last stitch, you're going to grab both loops. Start your new row by chaining 2, grab both loops, back loop. I'm done making my rows, and it's measuring 22. So the height is 22. So we are done with this part. So with your crochet hook, you will chain 1 and cut the yarn. So we are done with this piece. Later on, I'm going to show you how to join it. So let's move into this other part, the crocodile stitch part. So this part is worked from bottom going up. So this is the point you are going to start with, going upwards. And for my case, I made 1 2 3 4 5 6 7 8. I made 8 rows. If you want it longer, you can add more rows, and if you want it shorter, can reduce it. If you want it like this, then we are good. So the crocodile stitch, how to make it? So you're going to insert your hook and make a slip knot. You will chain 4, 1 2 3 and 4, and therefore into the first stitch you're going to close it with a slip stitch to form a ring like that. So you're going to chain 3, and this chain 3 counts as our first double crochet stitch, and inside this ring you're going to place 9 more double crochet stitches. So this is 2 3, because our chain 3 counts as a stitch. So let's meet when we have 10 double crochet stitches. So here we have our 10 double crochet stitches, including the chain 3. So we are done with our first crocodile stitch. Now we are going up, and as we go up, we'll be increasing. So you are going to chain 1 2 3. This chain 3 counts as a double crochet stitch and a chain 1. Then you yarn over, and then you insert your hook right here, and it will come out like this, and make a double crochet stitch. Then you're going to chain 1 inside this hole, yarn over, make 1 double crochet stitch, chain 1 again. Into this chain 3, you're going to make another V stitch. V stitch is a double crochet stitch, chain 1, and another double crochet stitch into the same space. Like that. So this is how we make our increases. Chain 3, and this chain 3 counts as our first double crochet stitch. So in this post we are going to place 5 double crochet stitches plus this 5. So we are going to add 4 more double crochet stitches. So this is 1, 2, let's meet when we have 5 double crochets. Into this other post, you're going just to fold it, like this, and therefore you yarn over, and into this post we are going to place another 5 double crochet stitches. So this is 2, 3, 4, and 5, our last stitch. So there we are. So what we do next, you're going to make a slip stitch here. Like that. And therefore now into this other post, you're going to start by chaining 3, 1, 2, 3, and into this post place 4 more double crochet stitch, since this chain 3 counts as a stitch. So that is 2, 3, 4, and 5. You're going to grab this other piece and continue making another 5 double crochet stitches. So this is 2, 3, 4, and 5. It looks complicated, but it's so easy to make. So you see, we've already made an increase. Previously we had 1 and now we have 2. So meaning in row 3 we'll be having 3 crocodile stitches. So let me repeat once more how to make this increase. So you're going to chain 4, and the chain 4, remember we said it counts as a double crochet stitch and a chain 1. Yarn over, insert your hook like that, make a double crochet stitch. So this is called a V-stitch, and therefore you're going to chain 1, yarn over, and into this space here where we slip stitched, we are going to make 1 double crochet stitch, chain 1 again. Into this space, go ahead and make another double crochet stitch. No, I'm sorry. So here, after chaining 1, you're going to make another double crochet stitch into the same space. I'm sorry for the confusion, there's something I was forgetting. So after chaining 1, I forgot to work on this space here. So after chaining 1, you will yarn over, and into this space you're going to make a double crochet stitch. Again you're going to chain 1, and into this space where we had slip stitched, you're going to make a double, we're going to make a V stitch. So that is a double crochet stitch, chain 1, and another double crochet stitch into the same space. Again you're going to chain 1, and into this space here you're going to place a double crochet stitch, and lastly we are going to make another V stitch by chaining one, and on the top of the third chain you're going to make our V stitch. So that is double crochet stitch, chain one, and another double crochet stitch in the same space, and we are done making this row. This is my last row with you. It's just a repetition of what we've done in this our second round or row. So you will chain 3, 2, 3, and remember the chain 3 counts as a stitch, and into this post you're going to place 4 double crochet stitches plus the chain 3. It's totaling to 5, so that is 2, 3, 4 and 5. So after that, you see now we want to work into this post, so you're going to fold your work like this, and then you turn your work, and then you yarn over. So into this post you're going to place another 5 double crochet stitches, 5 double crochet stitches. So that is 2, 3, 3, 4 and 5, our last. Yes, like that. And therefore you're going to turn it like this into the right side, and on top of this double crochet stitch you're going to insert your hook like that and make a slip stitch. Okay, and therefore you're going to turn your work again, fold it like this, and into this space you're going to chain 1, 2 and 3. Our chain 3 counts as a stitch. Always remember that in this tutorial our chain 3 counts as a double crochet stitch. So here we are going to prepare to make 5 double crochet stitches, and then into this other post 5 double crochet stitches. You're going to slip stitch here in this double crochet stitch and do the same in the next V stitch. To this our last post, so you're going to make 5 double crochet stitches, 2, 3, 4 and 5. So we are done making our 5 doubles. So here is our crocodile stitch. So it's that simple. It looks complicated, but it's very, very simple, as you can see. So the rest I'm leaving it for you, so you will continue until you get your desired height. For me, I'm going to make 8 rows, and therefore I'll tell you what we're going to do after that. So you're going just to repeat what we've done in this second row and the third row. So if you've not understood, you can rewind the video and watch it again and again. So let's meet when we have 8 rows, or we have 8 stairs for me, but for you just feel free to make your desired height. So the total length for those 8 stairs will be like 6 there, yeah, 6. That is without stretching. So it's up to you. If you want it longer, feel free to do so. By the way, it will be nicer because you're doing more practices. Yeah. So let's meet there, and then I'll show you now how to join the 2 parts. I'm done making my 8 stairs. So by the end here, you're going to chain 1, and without cutting the yarn, into this post here you're going to place 2 single crochet stitches, and into this space here you're going to place 1 single crochet stitch, another one there, so like that. So just make sure you are placing your single crochet stitches into available spaces. So let's meet when we are done. Finishing up our row of single crochet stitches. Chain 1 and cut the yarn. So into this other panel we are going to do the same. This side here we are going to make single crochet stitches. So you're going to start by making a slip knot, and you start to this corner, insert your hook and chain 1 and go ahead making your single crochet stitches. So into this post here you're going to make a single crochet stitch, and into this line here you're going to make a single crochet stitch like that into the post, and into this row here make a single crochet stitch. So let's meet when we are done. So we are going to chain 1 with your pair of scissors. You're going to cut yarn. Now the next step, we want to join this here. So let's see, 1 2 3 4 5 6 7, 1 2 3 4 5 6 7. Good, it's right there. So you're going to fold it like this, and right here you're going to insert your hook, make a slip knot, and we are going to join using slip stitches. I really like this way of joining because if you want to make some adjustments, it's very easy to unravel compared to using the darning needle. So that's why mostly I prefer using this way of joining. So let's meet when we are done joining the two panels together. So I'm done joining, and I finished by chaining 1 and cut off the yarn. So make sure this piece you placed it in the middle, and if you find difficulty in getting the middle point, you can count as well. So the next step here, You're going to fold it like this, and this is the right side, and this is the side you're going to join your work. So you're going to join it, and there'll be a ridge will be formed. It's going to be formed like this, but it's okay because when you wear it, you have to fold it, so the ridge will not be seen. So just as we did, going to start by making a slip knot. Insert your hook, and we are going to start joining the two points. But I want to hide this yarn, so what I'll do first, I'll be using single crochet stitches in joining until I'm done hiding this yarn. So I'll change into slip stitches, but there's no problem if you feel like continuing with the single crochet stitches. There's also no problem. Single crochet stitch and slip stitch are good. They are okay if you want to use them when joining. Going to chop the remaining piece. Therefore, we're going to continue with slip stitches, but as I said, if you feel like continuing with the single crochet stitch, there's no problem with that. Into our last stitch, our finishing line, I'm going to chain one, cut the yarn, secure it. Now we're going to hide this yarn. So we are done making our neck warmer. Thank you so much for your support, and please, if you found this video so helpful, don't forget to give it a big thumbs up, and also don't forget to subscribe to my channel if you haven't, and also you can comment, share. If you know anyone who is interested in crocheting, you can share this idea. Just share them, give them my link, and I know they'll be happy to making this beautiful piece. So thank you very much, and bye bye.